God says, this is very serious. This is not something to laugh at or push away from your heart. I am speaking directly to you in this moment because the heavens have opened, and a command has been released over your life. Archangel Michael is standing in grief and in anger, and he has whispered your name again and again, because he knows you have skipped the messages before, you have delayed, you have said later, and in doing so, you have walked past the voice of heaven. But now I will not allow you to skip again. This is not for tomorrow, this is not for another hour, this is not for another day. This is the moment, and I order you to open this in your heart fully, because a departed soul in your family, someone who carried love for you even beyond death, is standing close with trembling hands, trying to reveal a hidden truth that has been kept from you for far too long. If you ignore this, you will regret. If you skip this, you will break the flow of what heaven has already set in motion. You have been warned, you are being watched by the angels, and the veil is thinner than it has ever been. The departed soul is not at rest, not because they are in pain, but because they know you are walking blind through something that was meant to be revealed to you now. They have tried to reach you in dreams, they have tried to whisper in signs, in sudden chills in the night, in the flickering of lights, in the unusual silence you feel in certain rooms, and you thought it was coincidence, you thought it was imagination. But it is not. It is the voice of one who loved you in the flesh and still loves you in the spirit, trying desperately to place a message in your hands before it is too late. And Archangel Michael has been assigned as the guard of this revelation, and he is furious that you kept delaying, because this is the kind of truth that changes destinies, this is the kind of revelation that makes enemies tremble, this is the kind of unveiling that breaks curses that were stitched into your bloodline. God says, do not take this lightly. You think you have time, but you don't. You think you can return later, but later is not promised. Your name has been marked in heaven for this moment, and all of heaven is holding its breath, watching to see whether you will finally stop skipping, finally stop pushing it aside, and finally allow the flood of revelation to come through. You are not alone in this, though you may feel isolated. There are angelic eyes upon you, there are hands stretched out toward you, there are prayers being echoed in the realm of spirit by those who have gone before you. You cannot see them with your physical eyes, but you have felt the weight of them pressing on your soul. That pressing is not heaviness meant to crush you, it is heaven's insistence that you cannot miss this again. The departed soul who is trying to speak to you has been circling around you for nights, whispering in ways that felt like your own thoughts, leaving symbols in places you did not expect, and even arranging for strangers to speak words that felt oddly personal to you. That was not by chance. That was orchestrated by heaven to soften your heart so that when this moment came, you would not shut it down. And now that you have opened this message, the weight of heaven has shifted, and the voice of the departed is trembling, saying, finally, they are listening. Do you know what it means when the departed weep? They do not weep like mortals with tears of despair, they weep with vibrations that shake the spiritual air. And that sound has reached Archangel Michael. He heard the crying of the one who loves you beyond the grave, and he drew his sword and said, "No more delay, no more ignorance, no more excuses." That is why you feel the urgency, why your chest feels like it cannot hold the weight of what is coming. That is why the message begins with a warning. Because if you shut this again, if you skip this again, Michael himself will walk away in silence, and the soul who is trying to warn you will sink back in grief, knowing you were not ready to receive. But God says, you are ready now. You have been prepared through trials, through loneliness, through betrayals, through disappointments that nearly broke you. All of that was not wasted, it was heaven's way of stripping away distractions so that you could finally hear clearly. The truth they are trying to reveal is not small, it is not something trivial. It is about your family, about your inheritance, about secrets buried in silence, about betrayal that was hidden in laughter, about words spoken against you when you were not in the room. The departed souls saw it all before they left, and they swore in the Spirit they would not allow you to remain blind forever. They are here to show you who truly loved you and who was plotting against you. They are here to expose the smile that was fake, the embrace that was poisoned, the promise that was empty. And they are also here to remind you that you are chosen, that you are not a mistake, that even though some tried to push you down, heaven was always lifting you up. Archangel Michael says, "This is not a game, this is not a story, this is war in the spiritual." When you delayed before, the enemy laughed, thinking you would never discover the truth. But heaven has declared a new order, and that order is exposure. God says, the hidden will not remain hidden anymore. That which was covered in shadows will be dragged into the light. That which was whispered in secret will be shouted from the rooftops. That which was signed in deception will be torn apart by divine hands. You must not be afraid, for God is with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you if you trust Him and pray. The departed one is pressing now, their presence is close. They are saying, "Do not fear me, I come with love, I come with truth, I come with peace, even though the truth may shake you." They are saying, "I know what they did when you were not looking, I know what they tried to take from you, I know who pretended to care and who secretly rejoiced when you struggled. I saw it all, and I cannot stay silent. That is why I begged heaven to let me speak, and now heaven has allowed it, because you finally opened." This is why Archangel Michael is angry, because you ignored the signs before, and every delay made the departed soul cry out louder, and every cry drew Michael closer. Now his voice thunders, "You have been warned, you have been chosen, you must listen, or you will lose what was meant for you." God says, "You will not lose if you trust me. You will not fall if you hold my hand. You will not be destroyed if you believe my word." Do you feel the air shifting as you read? That is the confirmation. Do you feel the chill, the heat, the weight? That is not your imagination. That is spirit pressing through veil, that is heaven bending into earth to make sure you cannot deny this. The truth is near, closer than you think. The revelation is already forming in your life. You may receive it in a dream, in a sudden conversation, in a document that appears, in a confession that bursts out when someone cannot hold the lie anymore. But however it comes, it will shock you. It will make sense of things you did not understand before. It will make you weep, but also make you free. God says, "Do not be afraid of the truth, because the truth will liberate you." The truth may shake your emotions, but it will not destroy you. The truth may expose the faces of those you trusted, but it will open the door to greater blessings. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, do not run, do not hide, because I will fight for you." The departed soul says, "I love you still, I guard you still, and I will not stop until you see what you need to see." This is your moment. This is the warning. This is the unveiling. You cannot skip it again. Open your heart fully. Heaven has spoken. God says this is very serious, and I speak with urgency into your spirit so you do not miss this moment, because the weight of it is unlike anything you have ever carried before. Archangel Michael is standing near, his sword trembling with the energy of heaven because he is angry with you. He has whispered again and again, but you kept ignoring him, thinking maybe it was not for you, thinking maybe it could wait for another day, another hour, another chance. But the time has run thin, and you must not skip this anymore. This is the hour where the hidden truth long buried beneath the shadows is being revealed. This is the moment when the veil tears apart and the words of a departed soul in your family press urgently into your heart. This soul has waited, has cried out, has lingered between the silence of heaven and the ears of your heart, waiting for you to open, waiting for you to stop skipping, waiting for you to hear the voice that will shift everything you thought you knew. God says you have been warned, and you are warned again now. Do not delay. Do not run. Do not hide, because what is about to be spoken will not just shape your present, it will awaken your destiny and rewrite the story others tried to write without your consent. Michael's voice trembles with both fury and love. He does not want you lost. He does not want you blind. He has fought wars in the unseen to guard your soul, and yet when he calls, you ignore. You shut the door. You delay. You make excuses. And now, with the seriousness of divine urgency, he says, "Do not skip me again. You cannot outrun what heaven has destined. You cannot pretend you did not hear this warning. You cannot look away from the truth being unfolded before your very eyes. God is shining His light upon something hidden for years, something wrapped in the silence of shame, betrayal, and secrecy. And the soul of one who departed, connected by blood and love, is crying to be heard. This soul tried to speak before, but you dismissed the signs. You dismissed the strange dreams, the whisper in the quiet, the feeling you had in your chest that something was wrong. But God says this soul's cry will now break into your awareness, and you will not escape it, for it is time. You wonder why you always feel restless at night, why sometimes tears fall without reason, why you feel the presence of someone close even though you know they are no longer living in the body. It is because they are pressing at the veil, desperate for you to know what they could not say before they left. They loved you, they carried a truth, they tried to reveal, but circumstances, fear, or danger held them back. Now heaven has given permission for their voice to pierce into this moment. And God says, open it immediately. You cannot wait until tomorrow. You cannot scroll away from this. This is not a distraction. This is not a simple thought. This is heaven's thunder disguised as gentle words to you. The departed soul whispers, I tried to tell you. I tried to reach you. I wanted you to know before it was too late. They did something behind your back. They covered it with lies. They twisted the truth so you would never see it. They smiled in front of you but schemed behind you. They used my silence, my departure, my absence, to continue their game. But now I cannot remain quiet. God has allowed me to speak. God has allowed me to warn you. You must not let them blindfold you anymore. And Archangel Michael says, do not take this lightly. Do not think this is imagination. The anger you feel in your spirit right now is Michael's fire. The heaviness pressing on your chest is the truth pounding at your door. The chills on your skin are the breath of the departed who longs for you to know. God says, they have hidden documents, conversations, agreements that were not meant to bless you but to strip you. They thought you would never know. They thought time would bury it all. They thought the silence of the grave would seal the secret. But heaven intervenes. And because you are chosen, because God's hand is on you, the truth cannot remain buried. It will surface, and it will shock you. You will cry. You will tremble. You will feel betrayed. But you will also be freed, because the chains of deception are breaking. The departed soul says, I love you. I did not want to leave you in this confusion. I was forced to carry this burden. But I will not let them destroy you now. Look closely. Open your eyes. The faces you trust may not be the ones who deserve it. The ones who act kind may be the ones who wounded you. Do not be blind. Do not be naive. They are smiling but holding daggers. They are laughing but hiding papers. They are speaking sweetly but carrying poison. Michael roars, you must stop ignoring the warnings. Every time you ignored the signs, the enemy gained ground. Every time you delayed, the plot deepened. But because you are loved by God, you are still covered, still protected, still shielded from the worst of it. Yet if you continue to skip, the shield weakens. God's patience waits, but only for so long, because your destiny must unfold and the lies must be shattered. God says, this truth is about inheritance. It is about love. It is about betrayal. It is about promises broken and futures stolen. Someone tried to play God with your life, but they will not succeed. Heaven is intervening. The soul who departed carries the missing piece, and Archangel Michael holds the sword to cut through the fog. You will see. You will know. You will be freed. This is why the message comes with anger and urgency. This is why it repeats, open it immediately. You think you can wait, but heaven says you cannot. You think maybe it is not for you, but Michael says it is. You think maybe you will understand later, but the soul cries, no, now. Now, before it is too late. God says you are not alone in this. You will not fight alone. Michael stands beside you. The soul of the departed stands behind you. Heaven's hosts surround you. The enemy will not win. The truth will come out, even if they resist, even if they scream, even if they try to cover it with more lies. The truth is already burning through the fabric of their deception. And as you read these words, God is stirring in your memory. You are remembering strange details. That conversation you once overheard. That paper you saw quickly but ignored. That uneasy feeling you felt around someone but brushed off. All of it was God trying to show you. All of it was the departed soul tugging at your awareness. And now all of it aligns, and you see the bigger picture. The truth is not small. It is not trivial. It is life-changing. It will alter how you see certain people forever. It will expose the masks they wear. It will show you who has been for you and who has been against you. It will divide the real from the fake. It will reveal who truly loves you and who only pretended. And though it will hurt, God says it will set you free. Michael declares, enough is enough. The delay ends now. The silence ends now. The skipping ends now. You must receive this, you must prepare your heart, you must face the truth. The departed soul says, I could not protect you then, but I will protect you now by speaking from beyond the veil. Believe me. Do not dismiss me. I come with love, I come with warning, I come with truth. God says the tears you will cry after this revelation are not weakness, they are cleansing. The shaking you will feel is not fear, it is awakening. The anger that will rise in you is not sin, it is holy fire to break chains. And the freedom you will walk into will be undeniable. Michael is not asking you this time. He is commanding. He is ordering. Do not skip. Do not hide. Do not pretend you did not hear. God's words are fire in your bones. The soul's words are love in your ears. Heaven's voice is thunder in your heart. Open it immediately, because the truth is ready to be seen. If you believe me, type Amen. My beloved child, the Lord speaks with urgency to your heart today. This message is not like the others you have glanced at before. This is not something to push aside or think you will return to later. God is calling you in this very moment, with an intensity that shakes the heavens, and Archangel Michael stands by his side with fire in his eyes. Michael is not silent, he is troubled because you often ignore the voice that reaches out to you. He is angry not because he hates you, but because his heart aches that you keep skipping the warnings that are meant to save you. This time the message is stronger, sharper, and cannot be delayed. God orders you to open your heart right now, for a departed soul within your family is pressing through the veil of eternity, trying to speak, trying to reveal what has been hidden, and time is short. Do not be afraid. The Lord says that He is with you, and nothing will harm you if you listen and trust. You are protected even now, though you feel surrounded by uncertainty. The spirit of your family member does not come to haunt or to frighten you, but to uncover truth that will release you. For too long you have walked with questions inside you, shadows that whispered but never spoke clearly. That silence ends now. The hidden truth longs to come to light, and God Himself has commanded this revelation. Archangel Michael has been stationed at your side, a warrior of light, defending you from forces that want this truth to stay buried. Michael's voice resounds in the heavens like thunder. Do not skip this again. Do not delay, do not treat this lightly. You are warned. These are not empty words. They are divine orders, spoken with the weight of eternity. You must understand that the angels of the Lord do not speak unless it matters for your destiny, your safety, and your spiritual inheritance. A window is open now, and you must walk through it. The departed soul that seeks to reach you is filled with urgency too. In their earthly life they carried pain, they carried knowledge, and they carried a burden that was never told to you. That burden is what they now desire to hand over, because the time has come for you to be freed. Imagine them standing at the threshold of heaven, pleading that you listen this time, that you allow the message to sink deep into your spirit. They are weeping, not tears of sorrow for themselves, for they are safe in God's eternal embrace, but tears of longing that you might hear, that you might believe, and that you might rise in the truth that has been prepared for you. You have often doubted the signs that came your way, brushed them off as coincidences, delayed them for another time. The flutter of the curtain, the sudden dream, the repeated thought, the name whispered in the silence, all of these were gentle nudges from the beyond, urging you to listen. You thought perhaps you were imagining it. No, my child, it was real. It was heaven pressing close to earth to tell you something. Today, the Lord says enough of the skipping, enough of the ignoring, enough of the postponing. This is the appointed hour. Michael's wings are spread wide around you right now. His sword burns with divine fire, cutting away every darkness that has tried to choke you, every deception that has tried to blind you, every scheme that has worked in the shadows against your destiny. You have been lied to by people you trusted. You have been pushed down by those who pretended to care. You have been made to feel less than you are. But heaven never stopped watching. Heaven never abandoned you. And now God is saying, the truth will no longer stay hidden. I am sending a messenger from among your own bloodline to reveal what was stolen, what was concealed, what was plotted in secret. Child of God, take courage. For the Lord declares that you are safe in His arms, and though the truth may be heavy to hear, it will break the chains that have bound you. Do not tremble at the anger of Michael, for his anger is born of love. He has defended you again and again when you did not see. He has cried out over your life when you were tempted to give up. He has shouted at the forces of darkness, declaring, "You cannot have this one." He has guarded you even when you didn't acknowledge Him. But His heart grows restless when you keep turning away from the message, when you skip the words that could deliver you. That is why He demands your attention now. You are warned because God loves you. You are warned because there is a danger that will pass by you only if you open your spirit now. A family member, gone from this earth but alive in eternity, is trying to protect you still. They know what you could not know. They saw what you were not allowed to see. And they have been given permission by God Himself to reveal it to you. Do not take this lightly. For heaven does not waste words. Pray, my child, pray with your heart open. Do not simply read these words, but breathe them into your soul. Say to the Lord, I receive your truth. I will not skip this. I trust you, even when I don't understand. When you pray this sincerely, the veil will thin, and the truth will begin to dawn upon you. You may feel a stirring, you may hear a whisper, you may dream tonight, or you may find a sudden thought rising within you that feels different, weighty, undeniable. That is how the truth will arrive. Do not fear. God says that you are safe. Though the truth may shake you, though it may surprise you, though it may even make you question why things happened as they did, you are shielded in His hand. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The schemes of those who tried to hide this truth will collapse. The lies spoken against you will crumble. What they did in secret is being exposed. And you will rise from this not weaker, but stronger, carrying a divine authority that no man can strip from you. Remember this always: God never sends warnings to terrify you, but to save you. He never uncovers what is hidden to destroy you, but to set you free. This is why Archangel Michael fights for you with such force. This is why the departed soul in your family will not rest until you hear them. This is why God Himself orders you: open this, listen now, act now. My child, hear the voice of heaven calling your name. Hear the urgency in Michael's tone. Hear the love in God's whisper: trust me, for I am with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You only need to believe. The time has come. Do not delay. Do not skip. The truth is unfolding even now. My beloved child, God says, this is not a message you can overlook or put aside for later. This is an urgent message only for you. Archangel Michael is standing before you right now with a fire in his spirit, and he is not calm, for he has been watching you skip what heaven has been sending. He is angry, not because he does not love you, but because you have been closing your ears when heaven has been crying out for you. You must not skip this. You must not delay. You have been warned, and this warning is not a punishment but an act of mercy, a cry from heaven to turn your attention immediately. A departed soul in your family is standing at the threshold of the unseen world, desperate to reveal a hidden truth to you. The truth has been suppressed for so long, and now it rises like smoke breaking free from the fire. You must open this immediately. God says, my child, I will be with you in this moment. Nothing will go wrong with you. Though the words may sound heavy, though Michael's command may seem stern, you are safe under my wings. I am your shield. I am your protector. I am your comforter. Trust me. Do not fear. Pray and hold on to me, for even in the storm, I am the calm. Even in the darkness, I am the light. Even when secrets press heavily around you, I am the one who brings revelation. Michael speaks now with urgency. He says, do not ignore this again. You always push aside the signs. You always tell yourself you will listen tomorrow. But tomorrow has come and gone many times, and now the hour is pressing. I am warning you because heaven cannot wait anymore. The truth that is hidden is about to rise, and if you do not open yourself, if you do not look at it now, you will face unnecessary loss and confusion. The soul of one you once loved is leaning close, crying to be heard. Will you ignore again, or will you listen now? Child of God, your life has been tangled with questions you never fully understood. There were moments when you felt like something was happening behind you, unseen, like a shadow moving in your story. You felt betrayal but could not name it. You sensed danger but could not identify it. You saw smiles but knew lies were hiding underneath. God says, this is not your imagination. It was the stirring of your spirit. It was heaven whispering. And now heaven no longer whispers, heaven shouts. Michael shouts. The departed soul shouts. The truth presses at the doors of your life, waiting for you to open. God says, my child, you are stronger than you believe. You are not alone in this. When Michael stands beside you, no force of darkness can overpower you. When the voice of the departed rises to reveal truth, you must not fear it, for it is wrapped in divine protection. You will not be harmed by knowing. You will be liberated. You will be set free. You will finally see what has been hidden behind curtains of secrecy. And I, your Lord, will hold you so firmly that even as truths shock you, they will not destroy you. This message is not like others you have seen and skipped. This one carries weight beyond the ordinary. It is sent in fire, in urgency, in tears. Heaven does not want you lost in blindness anymore. You have been warned, yes, but not condemned. You are loved enough to be warned. You are treasured enough to be shaken awake. This is mercy, not wrath. This is love, not abandonment. Listen closely now. The soul that has departed, a family member who carried both love and secrets, is leaning near you even now. They have watched the path of your life and seen how manipulations and hidden plans tried to twist your destiny. They know of whispers made in shadows, agreements spoken behind your back, and intentions that would have left you wounded if not for heaven's intervention. This soul cries out because they cannot rest until you are free. They know what you do not know. They see what you cannot see. They beg you to stop running, to stop skipping, to finally pause and open your heart. Michael speaks again, the hourglass is almost empty. I cannot wait forever. You cannot treat this message as one of many. It is not one of many, it is the one. The soul is pressing against the veil with urgency. They are showing me images, and I am ready to deliver them, but you must be willing to receive. Do not hide from it. Do not shield your eyes. I order you to open this. If you resist, heaven's grief will be heavy. You have been warned. Child, God says, I am with you even when Michael's voice sounds stern. His firmness is love. His commands are protection. He is not here to harm you, he is here to shield you from harm. The truth revealed may sting at first, but it will also heal. The revelation may shock you, but it will also release you. What you carry in the dark weighs far more than what the light will show you. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Pray and stay near me. I will never abandon you. This message stretches long because heaven is pouring out streams of words into your life, filling the spaces that you once ignored. Every moment you read, the chains weaken. Every line you hear, the veil thins. Every word written here carries divine weight, and if you open your heart in prayer, you will feel the stirring. The anger of Michael is not against you personally, it is against the delay, against the blindness that chains you, against the silence that has gone on too long. He weeps because he loves. He warns because he cares. He orders because he must protect. Your departed family soul is not here to haunt, but to heal. They want you to know what others tried to hide. They want you to see why certain betrayals happened. They want you to understand why money shifted strangely, why trust was broken, why a relationship cracked, why someone once close to you turned distant. They are carrying answers you have prayed for in silence. They are bringing light to a shadow you never could name. This is why Michael demands your attention. This is why you cannot skip this message. And I, your Lord, tell you again, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. Do not let fear choke you. Do not let doubt stop you. Do not let confusion cloud you. You are in my hands. And my hands do not drop what they hold. Pray, my child. Pray with trust. Pray with surrender. Say within yourself, God, I am ready. I will not skip. I open my heart. Protect me as the truth comes. And I will answer. I will cover you. Michael's wings surround you even now, not in anger to destroy, but in fury to protect. The soul of your departed family member whispers urgently, listen, listen, listen. And I, God, speak softly to assure you, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are loved. You are guarded. You are chosen. This is the moment, child. Do not close the page. Do not walk away. Do not tell yourself later. Heaven says now. Michael says now. The soul says now. And I, your Father, say now. Trust. Pray. Open. Receive. My beloved child, hear the words that are spoken to you in this moment, for they are not ordinary words, nor are they meant for every ear. They are meant for you and you alone, as God bends the heavens to reach you, and Archangel Michael commands your attention with urgency that cannot be delayed. You have felt it in your spirit many times before, the gentle call, the subtle whisper, the pressing thought that would not leave you, but in fear or in distraction you skipped past it. You told yourself you would return to it later, and later became another day, another week, another season. Yet now heaven declares that there is no later. Heaven declares that this is the moment you must stop, listen, open, and receive. You have been warned, but also you are being loved, protected, and surrounded with divine light, for though Michael's voice is strong, it is born of love, not anger alone. Do not mistake his sharpness for rejection. It is because he has watched over you when you were asleep and unaware, because he has fought battles you never saw, because he has carried away arrows that were meant to pierce your soul. He has done this faithfully, again and again, but each time you turned away, ignoring the urgency of heaven's message, he felt the sting of your avoidance. Child of God, know this: Archangel Michael does not abandon those whom the Father has chosen, but he does call with a louder voice when the hour is critical. And now, this hour is critical. He is not speaking in riddles. He is telling you plainly, there is a hidden truth, one that has been carried by a soul who has already departed from this earthly life, and that soul has not rested because the truth has not yet been revealed to you. You have sensed their presence in quiet rooms. You have felt a touch that brushed past you when no one was there. You have seen a flicker of movement at the edge of your vision. You thought it might be your imagination, or a dream, or something you could ignore. But it was not imagination. It was not a trick of the mind. It was a departed one from your family, one who has carried a message in the afterlife, waiting for the moment God would allow the veil to thin, so they could finally give you what you were meant to know. This truth is not meant to harm you. It is meant to free you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for what lies ahead. God says to you now, do not fear. For even in revelation, you are safe. Even when secrets come to the surface, you are covered. Even when you feel the ground shake beneath you with the weight of divine unveiling, you are not to tremble, because the Lord has already gone before you, and Michael is already guarding behind you. What has been hidden will not remain hidden much longer, and you are being warned so that you may be ready. The anger of Michael is not against you as punishment, but against the spirits of distraction that keep pulling you away from what matters. It is against the forces of deception that wish to keep you blind. It is against the bonds of generational secrecy that have been wrapped around your bloodline. For generations there have been things covered, things spoken only in shadows, things written but concealed, things whispered but never exposed. And now God declares, no more. The truth must come forth. The departed soul who stands in the presence of God now is urging you, listen, child, listen. They are weeping because they do not want you to carry the same burdens they carried. They are crying out because they see from eternity what you cannot yet see. They see the snares, they see the dangers, they see the people around you who smile but carry other intentions. They are speaking urgently because they love you still, beyond the grave, and they cannot rest until you take this truth into your heart. You wonder why you were chosen, why this message is given to you and not to another. God says it is because you have been marked with His seal. Even when you doubted, even when you stumbled, even when you resisted, His hand never left you. Others may not understand, others may mock, Others may accuse you of imagining things, but that is because they have not been given your eyes. The spiritual sight placed within you is not a gift to be wasted. My child, God says you must pray now with sincerity, not as a habit, not as a formality, but as one who knows their life is bound to heaven. When you pray, you are not just speaking words. You are opening the gate for divine armies to move on your behalf. You are unlocking the protection that has already been promised. You are aligning yourself with what is unfolding. Michael is standing with his sword of light drawn, but he cannot force you to receive. You must open willingly. That is why he shouts. That is why he warns. That is why he declares, "Don't skip me again." Because every moment you delay is a moment the enemy tries to use against you. God says, the truth about your family, the truth about what was done, the truth about what was hidden, it is being revealed. You may not like every part of it. You may feel sorrow. You may feel shock. You may feel anger. But remember, you are safe. Remember, the truth will not break you. Remember, the truth will heal you, for lies are prisons, but truth is the key that breaks the lock. God would not expose this if He did not already prepare the healing for you. There is a reason the departed soul was chosen to bring this forth. They carried the weight of this truth while they were alive, but fear, shame, or circumstance kept them silent. Now in eternity, they cannot bear the silence anymore. They want you to know so you can live free. You will sense their presence even more strongly in the coming nights. Do not be afraid. When you feel the coldness of the air change, when you see the flicker of light, when you hear the soft sound that has no earthly source, know it is not to frighten you. It is to confirm what heaven is saying now. God says, He will walk with you through every wave of revelation. Michael will shield you. The departed one will guide your awareness. And the Spirit of God Himself will comfort you in the moments your heart feels heavy. Beloved child, do not resist this time. Do not close your heart. Do not cover your ears. Open fully. Open immediately. For this is not a message to be pushed aside. You are being prepared for a shift so great that if you knew the magnitude, you would already be on your knees.